right, guys, so we're in the game now, and here at the 12 o'clock position, we have our red Zerg player hailing from the team Check 6. Down 0-1, though. It is Sleep. And his opponent over on the right-hand side of the map, our blue Terran player, up 1-0 currently. It is Legion of Avilo. I remember casting Avilo back a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And actually at a Washington, D.C. area LAN, he won the tournament, I believe, on this map. So
nice. Man, I remember casting, we were talking about this before the cast tour. I remember casting a lot of Avilo stuff on the NA server back in the day, too, like late 2010, early 2011. A lot of the online cups he did quite well in back in the day.
Yes, he did.
I never really found a huge amount of success in offline events or anything like that, quite yet anyway. But it's cool to see him come back for this tournament. He was certainly a fixture of the foreign community for quite a while early on, so naturally we wanted to bring him back for this sort of flashback event. Quite cool.
Yeah, very much so. And Sleep is kind of on the other side of things. A guy who's starting to get some more notoriety in Western events. Of course, kind of had his breakthrough for Western audiences, at least, when he went through the IPL3 qualifiers as Slayer Sleep at the time.
That's
and was one of the 4 representatives from Slayers out to IPL3.
Yep. He left the team shortly afterwards to look for a foreign team. He wanted to come and live in America. That was a big part of it, is that he just wanted to try living somewhere else. And, yeah, so he managed to join up with Check 6, and I believe he lives in Southern California now.
Oh, cool.
In the LA area, so he's not even too far away at the moment.
And only on Scrap Station Sleep, of course, drone scouted to about here, just to make sure there were no proxy barracks that were blocking this in.
It's a good idea, man. I mean, that did happen back in the day. So, good thing to do. But look at this. A free hatchery for Zerg? This must be punished.
Impossible.
This must be punished. Here comes the SCV to start punishing Sleep for playing so greedy, going for hatchery first. How dare he?
Well,
how dare he?
That's true. He is aware of the presence of that hatchery now. Sleep did decide to go then spawning pool and gas basically at the same time, so link speed isn't going to be ready as soon as the spawning pool finishes, but it should be pretty close thereafter. Second gas now coming up for Avilo.
Uh-oh. You know what? Banshees are pretty good on this map as well. They did well for him last game, so we could see that again. Very, very quick Banshees are certainly a possibility from Avilo. Another thing that could be a possibility as well is Hellion drops. This is a great map for Hellion drops. The main, especially at the 12 o'clock position, is especially large, too. Although, Sleep, many people don't know this, or maybe don't remember this, but Sleep actually spawned in the best place for Zerg, because on that side of the map, it only takes 1 creep tumor at the edge of your creep to reach the creep from your natural expansion.
That's right.
Whereas on the bottom expansion, the 2 o'clock-ish one, it actually takes 2 creep tumors. So Sleep should be thankful. He should be thankful he spawned in that position on this map.
All right. Well, we'll see how Avilo wants to take advantage of things here now, though, is that factory about to finish up very soon. He has a plethora of gas available to him. We'll see
plethora of gas. Doesn't plethora mean like a variety?
Does it? I always associated the term with a lot of something. Maybe that's a lot of varieties of something, and I'm using it improperly. But oh god, no, double port Banshee.
Oh no, this
is dirty.
This is just I need to take a shower after this match, man. This is just making me feel all grimy. We've got 2-port Banshee, but look at this. An epic scout from Sleep. He's going to see both starports right away, and he's like, you're probably not going to be making medevacs out of those. So he's going to be able to repair. He's got another queen on the way already, and don't be surprised at all if we see an Evo chamber come up very, very soon from our Zerg player.
Yeah, I would certainly hope so.
Yeah.
He'll need one pretty quickly. He's already got a couple more queens on the way. He started a third one as soon as he saw those Banshees.
He knows he's got some time too. You know, he's got a little bit of time before he needs to throw down the Evo chamber and get some spore crawlers. So
this is going to be a lot of gas saved up. Of course, Avilo's going to make nothing but those. In fact, he only has 4 Marines and a single Hellion on the ground right now. Everything else is going to go into those Banshees, and indeed, there it is.
You know what you do, though? If your opponent does go like 2-port Banshee and you have it defended, because you can defend it, and it's not too difficult to do that if you know it's coming. So Sleep had plenty of time to repair. He should be able to defend this. And so what you do out of this, if you want to just go back and kill them, is you can Banelink bust. They don't have a lot defending, and especially if you're able to kill the Hellions like that, Sleep could be putting him in a good position to do that, although he's going for quite a fast lair himself, so we could see pretty quick Mutalisks from Sleep as well. Just kind of 2-base Muta. That would work quite well against what Avilo's doing. It kind of takes advantage of the fact that he's using a lot of resources on these Banshees.
And that air distance is so close.
Oh, yeah,
anything that goes through the air was very popular on this map because your other possibilities are an incredibly long walk distance all the way around the first Selnaka tower, or trying to bust down the destructible debris through the middle.
Yep, that's right. You could also even go for like Overlord drops and expand to the island, expand to the bottom left, where you can kind of put a hatchery up behind the rocks and build only drones there if you want to get some mining going. And there's always a gold base at the bottom too. So Sleep does have some options. I'd say he's in a great position right now. I mean, he saw this coming miles and miles away. So if he dies to this, it's going to be a little bit disappointing. Although, is Avilo waiting until he has 4 Banshees? That would be so smart. Oh, he is. Now, this is where it really gets deadly here because it gets tougher to stop. The damage is so quick from these Banshees here.
Yes, it is, and they can DPS down individual Spore Crawlers or just individual Queens very quickly without taking a ton of damage. But it looks like Sleep does have pretty good protection. He is putting up that Spire as well, but there's multiple Spore Crawlers everywhere. A ton of Queens in the air. He is going to start transfusing those up. Needs to be very diligent with his transfusions. Has been so far. These Banshees, one of them at least, getting pretty low, but it has traded for a Queen thus far.
Yeah, he's got to stick by those Spine Crawlers. He should really make an Overseer with this as well. He's saving up, of course, for Mutas when it comes up. But yeah, if he gets an Overseer, he's got plenty of Queens to handle this. Oh man, what is Sleep doing though? Okay, there's the Overseer. He wasn't keeping his Queens close enough to the Spine Crawlers. He did lose a couple here.
Yes.
But with the Overseer, with the Queens, he should be okay at this point.
Oh, look at that. Hiding the Spire inside of the mineral line as well because it looks like a Spore Crawler or something like that coming up for quite a while.
Really smart, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Avilo driven off fairly easily. Only 5 workers killed, and I think he got 2 Queens as well. But as you can see, Sleep isn't exactly short on Queens here. And here comes the drop to follow it up.
Yes, there is, and we have 6 Mutas on the way as well. At the same time, the Banshees are circling around the outside and heading potentially back to safety, but Avilo now, he's got how many units on the field for Sleep? Just 7 Zerglings for now, so it's going to have to be defended with Queens and that meager amount of Zerglings.
Yep, and he should be able to. I mean, he's got so many Queens that shouldn't have a problem, and look at that, already Avilo taking off, and once the Mutas come out, he's going to completely shut down any sort of air play coming into the Terran player.
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah, he canceled the tech lab on his factory. Interesting. All right.
Yes, he did. He does have an engineering bay coming up, but it's going to be a while. And look at that. These Banshees are forced to cloak once again.
Good split,
one getting
though.
picked off there. Yeah.
Yeah, he did manage to save 2 of those Banshees. Not bad at all. But now Sleep can start to put on a little bit of harassment here. He's going for Overlord speed and Carapace. I like the decision to go for Carapace with the Mutas because he knows he's going to need to actually fight with them a little bit more.
Yeah.
This is a very Lenok-esque style of going for 2-base Mutas. Lenok used to love to get +1 Carapace all the time because he liked to use them in fights.
Yes.
More than just kind of harass with them. So yeah, Sleep, again, in a pretty good position here.
And Stim's not finished up, so these the maneuverability of the Mutalisk is much greater than it would have been normally because those Marines are going to be so slow to react.
Yep. He's got good mutability. That's his, you know, when a Zerg player goes for Mutalisks, you rate them on their mutability rating. How?
Oh, dear God.
How muta?
That's awesome.
How much muta will they be able to do their opponents? What is their approximate mutability?
I love taking all words and making them into verbs as well, like Nexus Firsting, things like that. So,
yep, Nexus Firsting.
I support this revolution of the English language here by way of StarCraft 2.
That's right. That's how it could work. Look at that. Bansheeing.
Bansheeing. He's banshing across the middle, but mutaing, that's a difficult word to say.
Banshizing, maybe?
The thing goes out. Avilo's got to watch out.
Oh, the Overseer. Overseeing.
Yes.
That actually just kind of works. You don't need to be very creative for that one.
Yeah, no kidding.
And, yep, the Banshee's just not going to be very effective anymore here.
No.
In this game.
Oh, one gets picked off. Not cloaking. Both of them going down. Actually, the Overseer was there to greet them towards the south.
They knew that was it.
Does have another base done, but he is looking for a massive doom drop.
Oh, man.
Even the mule wanted to come along.
All right, so here we go. I've got a feeling there might be a few SCVs in that too, but dropping right into a huge group of Lings. This, I don't know if it's going to work. Yes, to fight with the drones, the Marines. Can they do enough damage?
The Marines are getting very low, though. Just one, and there it is. GG. Game number 2 goes to Sleep. We are all tied up.